Joining us now to tell us a little bit more about Proposition 50 and why he is against it is the Vista Mayor, John Franklin. Good to see you, Mayor. Thanks for joining us.
Good to see you, Logan.
Tell me why you're against Proposition 50.
Well, it's really simple. Governor Newsom is making the argument that two wrongs somehow make a right. What California voters need to focus on is the fact that statewide, we have voted 2 times to take politicians out of the process of gerrymandering congressional districts. We said we want nonpartisan, non-political citizens to draw these districts. Anybody that serves on the Citizens Independent Redistricting Commission is barred from running for a political office for 10 years. That means we get truly independent districts where the people choose their leaders instead of politicians choosing their voters. This is very important. It was a major step for transparency and good government. California was leading the nation, is leading the nation. If we decline Prop 50, if we vote no on it, then we will continue to lead the nation in a good government policy. We learned from the time we were in high school that gerrymandering is a corrupt process where power is exercised by self-interested politicians who use drawing lines to determine the outcomes of elections instead of allowing voters to choose fair districts. And I'll tell you the other thing, Logan, the Citizens Independent Redistricting Commission held hearings, hundreds of them, about 800 across the state of California. I personally attended and gave testimony, and thousands of California citizens gave testimony at these commissions, and not dividing communities. I mean, these new districts that are proposed, they cut cities in half. They cut some of the cities in North County, San Diego in half. They cut contiguous communities apart, which, and they draw like Palm Springs and Vista into the same district. When you create districts that look like bizarre shapes, it makes it impossible for your member of Congress to adequately represent and appear and be present in all those disparate geographies. So it's, for a myriad reasons, this is a bad proposal. Californians should stick with their guns. We're leading the country on good government transparency and independence in our redistricting process, and we should keep that.
John, what do you say to Democrats here in California? They say Proposition 50 is just in response to Texas's redrawing of the district lines there in that state. Texas is doing it. They're going to get 5 Republicans. And now California says, well, if Texas is going to do it to get 5 Republican seats, we better do it here in California so we can get 5 Democratic seats. Otherwise, it's not fair.
Well, there's some history that people should be aware of, and the fact that the Biden Justice Department brought suit against the state of Texas in United States v. Texas in 2021 to comply with the Voting Rights Act, saying that the state of Texas had not created enough majority Latino districts and forced the state of Texas in a court proceeding to redraw its district lines. This wasn't something that was brought up at the initiative of the governor or the legislature of Texas. But you know what? Even if voters feel that it's simply a partisan power grab, in Texas, listen, there are other states looking at it. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Are we leading by our example, or are we just simply showing the example of naked power? Look, things have gotten way too hot. We need to restore civility, and Californians, our people, should continue to lead the way in an example of good government, transparency, and independence in how we conduct our elections. And that's what's really on the ballot in November, is whether or not we're going to have an independent and fair process.
Mayor, thanks so much. Mayor John Franklin with Vista. Great to see you. We appreciate it.
Vote no on Prop 50.
Okay. Come on into the station next time. Good to see you, however, on Zoom. Appreciate it.